And we are live at UNF 12 Club UNF out of Academy, LA in Hollywood, California. This is Old and New Money Podcast. My name is Miguel. Got my co-host Abel and Steve. How we feeling today, guys?
Miguel, today we have such an exciting day, such an exciting weigh-in. Tonight, I want to let you know this is a different day for these type of fighters because right now we're going to have the weigh-ins. They had the weigh-ins this morning. We're going to have the face-offs in a couple of minutes. And then tonight, in 5 hours, these guys got to come back. They got to come back and fight. So this is so different from being a professional fighter, Steve. Talk about that, how the mentality is when one day, as professional fighters, you come in and weigh in, say on Friday, you come in and fight on Saturday. But today's different. As Thursday, they come in and weigh in the morning, and then they come back 5 hours later and fight.
Yeah. Well, they don't have to worry about some big weight cut. That's nice, obviously. You know,
Right.
These are the rising stars. You got to remember, UNF is the premier rising stars league of the West Coast, and soon to be the U.S. You know, all these amateur fighters, these are the cream of the crop. Their matchmaker, Ryan Buckner, is, this guy is unbelievable. He's put together incredible matchups. These guys get to show up this morning. They're all here with their teams. Their hard work has been done. Now it's time for some fun.
You know, when you talk about Ryan and Chris Buckner, right? We spent all day with them. We've been knowing them for a while, and the way they treat their fighters is really phenomenal. It's quite different from the rest of fight promotions, right? And you can really tell the love of the fighters when they come and meet with them, how much they appreciate them, how much they respect them, and the focus from Chris and Ryan Buckner is really incredible. You can really see all the love that's going on around here.
Yeah, they always say, all the fighters mention that they feel like they're with family. When they're dealing with the Buckners, they say the level of promotion they give, and not just, in front of the camera, but outside the camera. They're giving them love. They treat them like family.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you got to understand, we're here in Academy, LA. This is normally a nightclub, right? If you could see what they've done to the place, we are at the big show right now. It feels like ceremonial weigh-ins are about to start. You can see everyone's here with their teams right now. They're in the same room with some of their opponents. There's guys eyeing each other down. There's a little bit of tension in the room.
It's a lot of bit of tension.
It's a lot of bit of tension
going on.
This is what we're here for, though. This is what the fight game is about. This is what we as humans enjoy. One of the things that every human loves is the fight. Everyone enjoys the fight.
Ooh, yeah.
And being in a controlled environment like this is phenomenal because these guys are trained fighters, trained killers. They come into war. They come into battle. This is a dream. They enjoy this not only as a sport, but they also want to do this as a profession. And when you get these type of fighters, the upcoming stars that are going to become pros, this is just a different level of.
That's right.
This is a lifestyle for them.
This is a lifestyle.
Yeah, they're living it. Every one of these guys that you see here today has dreams of going pro. These aren't just casuals, right? These guys are training their asses off. We talked and interviewed them. We're getting over their training schedules, right? 2 times a day, 3 times a day, recovery every single week.
On top of working 40 hours a week, some of them too, which is pretty amazing.
Right, and having to pay, to their gym, pay their coaches, and be loyal to their team, and support their families at the same time.
Eat these type of foods, eat the do the recovery, everything that's supposed to do. They're literally dedicating their lives to this lifestyle, which is so respectful
It's impressive.
for these young men. Yeah, we admire them, we respect them. Awesome. We respect them, and we love these guys. And every single guy that comes up and talks to us, they're so respectful. This is one of the things about mixed martial arts. We love these guys, right?
Yeah.
So much respect, honor, dedication.
Right.
And you think about men, how men should really be acting. This is the epitome of how these young men should be acting.
But when they get in that cage, they ain't going to be respecting each other for that period of time. Once you get in there, right, that cage door closes, the respect is going to go out the window until the final bell, right, when one guy's going to get his hand raised. And we are almost here. It looks like the Schmo is taken over to the scale now, and we're about to start ceremonial weigh-ins.
And you think about all these fighters that are just standing around right now, ready for their fate. So right now, we're going to have the first fight coming up, which is Pargaev versus Israel.
Pargaev Kacharian versus Israel Salazar. Now, these guys both have 1-0 records, so someone's O is got to go.
Yes.
One of those guys is going to walk out of this cage undefeated.
I was watching Pargaev warm up in the cage right now. He's getting a feel for it, bouncing off the fence, getting his feet on the mat. He feels so comfortable right now.
Yeah.
With the way he's looking, he's relaxed, he's looking fit. I'm looking at him right now, shaking his hips out. These are fighters that have been in the cage for, in the cage for a while.
They look ready. Both of them look very ready. All right, Schmo.
Schmo, coming to you.
Thank you, guys. We are turning the nightclub into a fight club. We have UNF Rising Stars weighing in the blue corner. Can we have our first fighter to the scale, Israel Salazar.
All right, Israel Salazar is getting on the scale. Schmo's going to weigh him in.
Looking strong.
129.6.
Oh, he's ready.
Flyweight, right?
Okay.
129.6. This guy looks shredded, ready to go.
And we have weighing in out of the red corner, his opponent, Pargav Sharkarshian.
Here we go. Pargav. Here we go. We talked to Pargav earlier. He seems real calm, real ready to go.
Yeah, it's scary kind of calm.
That's right. Yeah. A little eerie, right?
He walked in
130.4.
130.4.
All right.
This is a catch weight of 130. Both fighters
Our first face-off of the day. Here we go.
Oh, they're both focused.
Face forward, gentlemen.
Incredible.
None of them.
Yeah.
You could feel that.
That's that warrior energy you feel right there.
None.
All right, and we're off. This is going to be an amazing event. Incredible. Okay, good respect between the guys. They're ready to throw down. I'd love to see it.
Let's see who comes over to us. If it's gonna
Guys, I'm going to have both fighters get a word with you guys real quick. Let's get both of you together right here. We have this catch weight at 130 pounds right now. How do you feel in weighing in out of the red corner?
Շատ լավ եմ զգում, սպասենք, տեսնենք ինչ կլինի երեկոյան։
He feels very good, and let's wait and see what happens.
feels good, looks good. Look at him shredded.
How do you feel weighing in this morning, my man?
Oh, I feel good. I'm a natural 125er, so 130 was pretty easy to make.
That's nice.
Trained really hard for this camp, ate really well, made sure to take care of my body very well. Ready for tonight.
All right.
What could all fight fans expect out of you this evening here for Club UNF?
Oh, a lot of excitement, man. Take risks. We're not out here to play around. We're to fight, so let's take risks.
Excellent.
Best of luck to you, sir. And final words for you. For anyone who has never seen you fight, what can they expect this evening?
Սպասեք, որ լինելու ամեն ինչ շատ սիրուն ու շատ խելացի։
Everything's going to be very beautiful and smart.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Schmo. So when I'm looking at both of these fighters, one of the things that Israel said is he fights at natural 125. So this was an easy way for him at 130. And you can tell he walked up, he was relaxed, comfortable. His muscles were filled in. He was real relaxed. Now, also, Pargav, the way he was talking to me earlier, don't let him fool you. He speaks English. He's just, when you get in front of the camera, you get a little nervous. So Pargav was comfortable talking to me. He looked good. He was bouncing. Hips were moving, real relaxed. So both of these fighters, if you notice, the way they were facing each other, the way they looked at each other, none of them flinched. Sometimes you can get a little tail. Their fingers move. Their elbows move. Something moves a little.
No,
these guys are both
they're
locked
game.
in completely.
Yeah.
They're looking at each other. They respect each other. But there's no fear in these men. None of these men, from what I'm looking at, from what I saw at the face-off, they both look strong. Steve, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I completely agree. And, the fact that it's the same day weigh-in, too, they're not having to worry about some big weight cut. They're coming in hydrated. They're coming in well-nourished, and they're ready to go. You can feel the tension already.
Well, there's good and bad with that, right? Because, a lot of these fighters, they're comfortable with weighing in the day before and fighting the next day. Now this is a different type of situation because like I said, they're weighing in. 5 hours later, they come back and got to go to war. And when you understand and you see these mixed martial artists go to war, it's the stress the whole day. Waking up, they got to make sure they're on weight, come in, weigh, do interviews, look at us.
Yeah.
Impress the fans out here, impress us, let us know more about their fighting style, and we got to talk about it the whole time. So this is a full day for these young men that are right now rising stars, but you can tell a lot of these fighters, especially coming up next fighting, they're going to be professionals. And the way I see both of these men, this is a fantastic fight. I'm looking forward to this fight. Both men look comfortable, both men were confident, and I like that. Miguel, what do you pick up from that?
They look great. Both of them look focused, locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And
we got the next weigh-in coming up here now.
Here we go. Rafael Kitikian and Isael Munoz. So this one's going to be interesting. All right, Schmo, it's on you.
Thanks, guys. Our first bout of the evening, we have both fighters weighing in out of the blue corner. Munoz.
Isael Munoz taken to the scale right now. He's got an 0-2 record. He looks
Weight
game.
class of 155 pounds. We have the weight of 146.6.
We're joined by Ian Harris. He's one of the trainers who's got a fighter on the card. So, Ian.
And
Who's
his opponent.
Who's your fighter?
I've got two. Got
Weighing
Two
in out of
fighters.
the red
Andrew
corner,
Guzman.
Hold
we
on.
call him Chico.
Rafael Katakian.
Rafael Katakian, take it to the stage.
156 pounds even.
Ian, so you've been around the LA fight scene for a good while. You're looking at these fighters face to face. Sometimes you can tell a little tale, but talk to me about the LA fight scene. What's going on around here, Ian?
Well, I mean, LA is Southern California is the hub of all MMA. I mean, in the world, it really is. It's where MMA started. Beverly Hills Jiu-Jitsu back in the day was the first MMA place, right?
History.
Sorry.
Rafael, out of the red corner, you're making your debut. What are the nerves? What are the feelings right now before you enter the cage this evening?
I'm 100% confident for tonight. I'm ready for 3 rounds. I'm going to do everything to finish it in the first round.
How do you visualize getting that finish in the first round?
Man, I'm going to step into the cage and we'll see. Let's go.
Best of luck to you this evening.
Rafael Katakian.
All right, you heard your opponent. He's expecting a first round finish. When you hear that, what's going through your mind?
Just confident, not trying to get too nervous, just stay calm and just go with the flow.
And how would you describe your fighting style?
More like a boxer type of style.
And can we get a final message that you want to say to all of the world watching this evening?
I'm ready to fight, and I'll try to finish it in the first round too.
Best of luck. Both fighters predicting a first round finish. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Schmo. And once again, Old and New Money Podcast. We're lucky to have Ian here, a veteran in the fight game down here in Southern California. So, Ian, talk to me about two of your fighters you got on the card.
Yeah, so we have Andrew Guzman. We call him Chico. This is his second fight. Chico's tough, young, and he's really hungry. He's made a lot of improvements since his last fight. And then we've got Ifeanyi, we call him Johnny. Johnny Ubuku.
Oh, we met him earlier. Yeah.
And Johnny's a killer, man.
He's
fighting,
locked in.
Actually, a guy. He's fighting for the title. He's fighting a guy that actually beat one of our guys a couple shows ago. So it's going to be a really good fight. For
Ian, isn't that funny, Ian, when you got a little battle from the gym to gym? They beat one of you guys, so you get to redeem yourself and throw another lion at him.
Absolutely.
How good does that feel?
Absolutely. And I actually think back in my old gym, one of our guys fought him the same person as well, years ago. Yeah, so it's kind of like a running battle back and forth.
So this is kind of your rival right here.
Yeah, I mean, he's a nice kid. I've met him a couple times, and it's I think this is both these guys, Johnny and Anthony, are like specimens. They're just both just these
real
specimens.
killers.
Johnny shredded
for this.
How did you meet Johnny in your gym? How did you get hold of that guy?
Johnny actually, a guy, he just called me and said, "Hey, I've know this kid. I think he was like a break dancer or something like that. And I know this kid, and I'm helping him. He wants to fight, and I'm bringing him out to LA, and we're looking for a place. And he brought him out, and
you could tell right away.
I mean, he wants it.
How long ago was this when you met Johnny?
God, a couple of years ago, but he's been off and on a little bit. He's actually moved up to Northern California right now, so his girlfriend got a job up, I think, near Oakland or something.
Oh, that's where we are.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
we're in. We'll have to link up with him. That's great.
And then he just came down for that was only a few months ago, so he just came down for his fight camp.
Is he training up in Northern California? Who's he training with?
I'm not sure where he's training right now, but I know he is training in a couple different places up there, just getting somewhere. He's only been up there a couple of months. So.
And would you say he's more of a striker or a grappler? Where's his strengths?
He's good everywhere, man.
Yeah.
He's I think
one of these gifted
good,
guys.
Good grappler. Good. I mean, he's good everywhere. He hits hard. But he wrestled a bit, so he's.
We spoke to him a little bit and saw him move up here. His demeanor is real relaxed, but his footwork is phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's the way he moves.
We noticed it right away.
Look at his footwork. He's quick, fast, agile. His hips are turning quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you see that in a lot of fights, but this young man, he's like a half a step quicker than people. Do you see the same thing when you compare him with other fighters?
Super explosive, like crazy explosive. So we've always had people going, man, when you get this guy's technique down, who's going to stop him?
That's right.
That's been the case since like day one.
Are you his head coach?
Yes.
And what's the name of your gym?
Fight Science MMA.
Where is that?
Mid-City, Los Angeles, off Washington.
Fight
La Brea.
Science.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Ian.
Now, talk to me about Andrew Guzman. What do you see in him?
So again, Andrew's Chico, yeah, he's young. He came
Right.
through one of our guys. Been with me 9 years.
Oh.
Taco, who's actually the UNF Pro 155-pound.
He's fighting in October.
Fighting in October.
Yes.
He's defending his title.
October 21st.
I believe Taco and Taco's brother, Chris and Christopher, they brought Chico in. I guess a couple years ago now, maybe a year. I guess a couple years ago, and and just he'd never trained before.
Never trained at all.
Just a natural.
Just put in the work and the dedication, and he shows up to team training, night classes.
You know, one of the things we say is we look at these fighters, and it's that Mexican blood also, right? Something about these Mexican fighters is phenomenal.
Yeah, there's
It's just in
something.
them. There's something special about them.
Yeah.
They give hits and they take hits and they enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal thing. So
Yes.
how old is Andrew, more or less?
Early
What's his
20s.
age?
I don't know exact age. 22.
22?
Yeah,
22.
Early 20s. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And what do you see in his opponent? How do you think he's going to beat him?
I've only seen the one fight, and he looks tough. He looks scrappy, but I think Andrew's probably on the technical level everywhere. I think Andrew can. I think Andrew's probably better on the ground. If I had to guess. From
And
what
more
I've seen.
gritty.
Yeah,
I saw his
he's very
fight, real gritty fighter.
Yeah.
Like he's not scared to take a
Scrapper.
hit, but he gets in there and he just sticks in.
Yeah. He's not afraid of anything.
Okay, so we've got the next fighters coming up to the scale. It's Matthew Ingram versus Hamlet Gregorian. And Matthew actually weighed in earlier, so we're just going to have Hamlet weighing in now.
Thanks, guys. Next, we have a featherweight bout all the way from Glendale, California. He weighing in right now out of the red corner. We have Hamlet Gregorian.
How you doing, brother?
Hamlet Gregorian getting to the scale. A featherweight fighter. Weighs in at
Who are you training?
144 pounds
training?
even.
144 even.
And Javi Garcia.
Drinking, Javi.
All right, Hamlet, we don't have your opponent for a face-off. What do you make of your opponent leaving early? You can't
What
get
was
the
your name?
face-to-face time with him.
Dave Waters. I'm the
Translator.
coach for CM.
Ասում սակրնիկը որ հիմա գնացել է տուն դու չունես իրան face to face անես ոնց ես զգում քեզ ասենք
Պետք կապ չունի շուտ է գնացել թեստեյա, ես միշտ լավ եմ զգում ինձ, պատրաստ եմ հենամարտի։
He's saying that it doesn't matter that his opponent left earlier. He would have liked to look him in his eyes, but he's ready to go. He feels great.
What's your prediction for the fight this evening? How do you feel you'll get your hand raised?
Ասում եմ ոնց ես կարծում քո point-ը գնա ոնց ես կարծում կկրես
Finish։
You don't need a translation for that. He's going to finish.
Well, best of luck to you this evening, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Schmo. Thank you, Schmo. So we got Dave Waters sitting with us. We got his coaches. He's coaching Javier Garcia. And who's your other fighter you're coaching now? And Drake.
Oh, Drake Flores.
Drake
yeah.
Flores.
The
What a
Da
war.
Vinci of violence.
There we
Right.
go. Oh, talk about that, Steve. That young man.
Yeah, we know of Drake Flores in Northern California. We've heard of him before. And so you're Javier Garcia's head coach. So you got two fighters on the card, one rising star and one pro, right?
Yeah. Javi stepped in to do the combat jiu-jitsu. So.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a grappling match now, right?
Grappling with open hand strikes on the ground.
Combat jiu-jitsu with open hand strikes, right on. And so let's talk about that Drake Flores bout. That's what, because we got to interview his opponent, and I have to say that one's shaping up to be a barn burner.
Yeah, Drake's been with us for a minute now, and over at CMMA. And that kid's always had hands, and his grappling has gotten to a level way farther than when he come in and start training with us. So you're going to see a version of him you've never seen before. Today.
Fantastic. Can't wait. Yeah, when we were researching for that fight, all of us were like, this one's going to be
This is going to be the barn burner. Drake
serious
Flores.
fight.
Drake Flores, man. The Da Vinci of violence.
Da Vinci of violence.
The Da Vinci of violence is on Instagram. Yeah, we enjoyed your
You
fighter,
heard it
brother.
here, yeah.
So when you see a fighter like this, right, this violent, this competitive, this so aggressive, what do you see in a fighter that you're able to pick this guy up and say, you know what, this guy's going to be unique?
Well, one thing about Drake is, I was wrestling him the other day, and I'm obviously way bigger than he is.
Yeah.
He must have shot on me like 100 times in 5 minutes, and he almost ended up taking me down. You know? And it just that tenacity and that unwillingness to quit, no matter how tough the situation is, that's him. And that kid has some serious hands. So I mean, I think if we put him on the ground, we're going to ground and pound him. If we stay on the feet, we're going to knock him out. Either way, we're going to finish this fight.
So your opponent you got here, Adam Halton, what do you see as far as, I don't want to say weaknesses, but what do you see as little gaps in his fighting?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Drake,
it's not on the same level.
Drake, look how much confidence your coach has in you. So it doesn't really matter, he says. Standing up or grappling, it doesn't matter. Now, we spoke to your, man, let me tell you, you got a character out here. Javier Garcia, I believe you have a superstar in this young man.
Oh, 100%.
He is an absolute superstar. You know, represent Mexico. This whole Instagram
LFA
is
champion, right?
LFA champion. Up next fighting championship. Yeah. Talk to me about that young man. That's superstar right there.
Javi's one of my favorites, man. He's a character.
Yeah.
You know, every time he wins, we got to force him to come back in the room and shit. But
we love Javi.
He is one of the most coachable fighters I've ever worked with.
Okay.
You know, and that gives me more hope in his future in the sport, because you get a lot of guys that have been around the game for a while and they're not really easy to get new information to them.
Correct.
Right? You know, hard to teach the old dog new tricks.
Especially a winner that's winning.
Yeah.
You know?
Javi, since day one, he come in the gym. He had to get humbled a little bit.
Okay.
But then he just was eager to learn. Like, he comes to classes at 8 p.m. at night to work on his wrestling.
Wow. Okay.
You know, so he's an exciting guy. You know.
When you get a fighter like that, that's so well versed in all aspects, energy, you know, his spirit, the fighting spirit again of that Mexican, right? Phenomenal. How do you continue to keep that man excited in the gym?
You don't have to. You don't have to. You just gotta make sure he don't go crazy. You don't have to get him excited. That's who he is.
Good people around him. Yeah. Make sure he's going solid.
100%.
Make sure he's active.
100%.
You know, hopefully he gets the next fight pretty soon, because I know he was talking about that he's getting anxious. He wants that blood. Yeah. And so how soon do you think he's going to be fighting again?
Well, he's going to fight tonight.
And then, full MMA. Yeah, correct. My bad. Correct. So the full. Thank you.
But you know, he's going to fight again, and then any day now.
Yeah,
he's getting that call from.
None of that is my call. That's Chad George's call.
So just so you know,
it won't be long though.
Just so you know, when I say when he's going to fight, he's got a grappling match tonight. When I was talking to him, when he's getting a full MMA combat fight, that's what I was referring to. Let me ask you a quick question. What do you think about the next fighting promotion when you talk about these?
I think it's great, and honestly, I like this venue. This venue in Hollywood, especially for the amateurs, because you're like, you know, you don't have to have some massive crowd like you do at Commerce Casino.
Correct.
And this is a cool ass show.
That's right.
I got to fight in Hollywood back in the day.
Okay.
And just the idea of fighting in Hollywood was pretty dope.
Yeah.
So that part of it in itself, I think, is pretty big to these guys.
For their legacy too. They'll always have that. Yeah.
Well, Ryan and Chris are doing a phenomenal job up here. So here we go. We got the next fighters coming in: Andrew Guzman, Gregory Balkan.
Gregor Balkian here over to Schmo.
Schmo,
all right, guys. Up next here for Club UNF, we have a welterweight bout. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, Gregor Balkian.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
169 pounds even. And his opponent, weighing in out of the red corner, we have Andrew Guzman.
So we just had Dave Waters.
169 pounds even.
All right. Dave Guzman. We just had his coach sitting here with us,
Andrew
Dave Waters.
Guzman and Gregor Balkian.
We just had Dave Waters, his coach, sitting here with us for Andrew Guzman. Look at these.
These
look
guys
at
are ready to go. Look at that body language, right?
Oh, yeah.
These guys are ready to throw. All right.
I saw a little chink in the armor on one of them.
All right, we'll start with you, Andrew, out of the red corner, man. Here it is. We got a welterweight bout here for Club UNF. How do you feel right now?
Man, I feel good. All the preparation lead me to this point, man. Can't be nervous. It's like my crib.
How do you predict you'll get your hand raised this evening inside the cage?
Nah, I don't know. I just know it's going to be pure domination. If it goes to decision, it's going to be all 10-8 rounds. And if it goes finish, it's going to be fucking violent.
There it is. Let's get you right over here, Gregor. Step right on in. 10-8 rounds, violence, finish. You hear all that? How's that make you feel?
Hey, it's what we're supposed to, right? Be as dominant as possible. Try to get the 10-8. Try to get the finish. 6 minutes is a drop in the bucket. I normally train 5, so you can fucking bet that I'm going to be coming forward with pressure, with violence, for all 6 minutes of this fight. Whether it goes to the ground, whether it goes on the feet, I don't care. I'm prepared for everything.
Two guys expecting violence, expecting pressure.
Andrew not phased.
I don't know what to say to that, man.
Not phased at all.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Both men are ready to throw down. Guys, back to you.
Schmo, great job right there. So I'm looking at Andrew Guzman and Greg Balkin, and the way they're looking at each other, Andrew's just locked in, not even worried about what his opponent's saying.
He's ready. He's calm.
ready.
And like he said, it's going to be pure violence. That man is ready to crush some bone.
Yeah, he stared him down. He had his hands behind his back, super calm, ready to go. Gregor Balkian, I couldn't.
So both fighters we know that have only fought for the organization here, with Up Next fighting here in Los Angeles. So when we're looking at these fighters, they're both great fighters. I saw a lot of chink in the armor in one of them right now, but Andrew Guzman did not flinch at all. I'm still looking at him, still calm and relaxed right here. The way he looked at him and the way Gregory Balkin barked back at him saying he's violent, this is going to do this pace is not going to scare him, he's not going to get wore out. Andrew Guzman was not flinching. I wasn't even paying attention to his words. He's just thinking about pure violence. And you see that man's eyes? You see violence, Steve.
Yeah,
what do you think about that guy?
Yeah, you can just absolutely tell that, he's done the work. He's calm.
Excited.
That is the attitude of a man who knows he's prepared. That kind of confidence, you can't fake that.
He's got that swag, too. Sometimes some of these fighters got that different type of swag, Miggy.
Right.
And they're just –
Andrew has that. Andrew has that swag
got that right
for
there.
sure.
Now, Gregory was not scared at all either, right? But
he said he's ready for anything. He said he's ready for the ground, for the striking. He's prepared. He's been training, he says.
Andrew said violence, massive destruction.
Oh, you
straight
love
to
that.
his face.
You
and I
love
just look
that.
like, yeah, that is exactly what we're here for. So all the fans that are here for Up Next Fighting, you can enjoy a great fight. Fantastic.
It's going to be a smart fight, too. I know these guys both have real high fight IQs. Of the rising stars here for UNF, a lot of promise with these guys. They've only had one fight each so far, but you can just tell they are on a trajectory to superstardom.
And they're also enjoying the process. Some fighters, I'm looking at some of these fighters, and some of these fighters like, oh, you can tell on their eyes that they're like, oh, the weigh-ins, and I got to drain my body a little bit, got to do the weigh-ins, got to do the media, and then I got to go back home and I got to come back and fight again. These two fighters were not scared at all. This process is just whatever for them. They're enjoying the whole process. They're walking around here, relax, talking to people.
And that's why we
smiling.
say UNF is the future of the fight game because of that reason. They have people who could take this pressure, weigh-ins, media, fight all in the same day.
Go on with that.
They can do that.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And these fighters, when we talk to Chris and Ryan Buckner, one of the things that they like doing is they train their fighters mentally. When we talk about Ryan, he tells me, we were at his compound yesterday, Ryan talks to his fighters every single day. That means he's mentally training his fighters to be aware of what's going on. And so that's one of the great things with Up Next Fighting. They're not only just promoting, but they're training you for what's going on in the fight game and what to expect, especially these type of days when you're weighing in the morning, having media, talking to us, talking to the commentary team, and then you go back and fight. Here
we have Drake Flores and Adam Haltom. All right.
This is a fight I'm so excited about. Schmo, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Up next in the bantamweight division, out of the blue corner, coming into the scale, we have Adam Haltom.
Adam Haltom, friend of the Old and New Money podcast.
132.4. And his opponent, out of the red corner, we have Drake Flores. 134.2.
Put this on.
And Adam Haltom finally staring down. This one is a very anticipated bout here for UNF 12. Check out the tension here. These guys are ready to throw.
Okay.
All right. Schmo's weighed him in. Final stare down.
All right, Adam. You guys just looked eye to eye. What'd you see out of your opponent's eyes?
Both these fighters, right?
He looked ready, so I'm ready. And get ready for some static because I know he's going to bring the energy like I got.
Can cut the tension with a knife. What's going through your mind right now? You just faced off with your opponent.
First of all, I got to say, if I'm getting interviewed by the Schmo, I think I'm moving up in life.
Second of
There you
all,
go.
there's no really tension here. You know, I'm on the dance floor. I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling good. So I'm ready to go tonight, ready to put on a show. So come watch, tune in.
The stash is looking good. You put any product in it before you weighed in, or is that just how it is
Put in
naturally?
a little Death Grip. So shout out to Death Grip for making my stash look real nice. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to look good, feel good, play good, right?
Hopefully it stays that clean inside the cage. Final words.
Hey, just get ready for a good fight. So that's it.
There it is. Man of many words. Final words.
Hey, respect to my opponent. I'm just happy to be here, happy to go out, put on a show.
Can't wait for this bantamweight banger. Guys, back to you.
The Schmo, the Schmo, the Schmo. Always calling out what he's seeing. Beautiful. I like the way he called out Drake Flores having that product in his mustache. A fantastic mustache. So let me ask you, I don't know if you know these two fighters, but this is going to be a phenomenal fight. We had Adam Hamlet on our podcast. Smart kid, very wise. We also have Drake Flores, well-coached kid. Do you know anything about these fighters?
I know they're gonna bring it. You know, he was talking about his stash. You know, if you look good, you got to fight good,
You
right?
got to fight good, bro. The man with the beautiful beard here, my man. So let's talk about your fighters, my man.
But this is Dave Roberts, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
This
sir.
is Dave Roberts.
Coach of
Gela Marian, Hamlet Gregorian, and we had another guy, Arshak, fighting on the card, but I think his opponent fell through.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It happens.
You were there on that interview when we were interviewing Arshak? Were you there sitting with them?
Yeah, I think I was there. Yeah,
Dodorian, right?
Yeah, Dodorian.
Yeah, he's
great
had a
kid.
lot of fights fall through.
It happens, you know. It happens with a lot of guys at our gym. We're a lineage of Gokor Chavichin, so you know, like we're really known for our grappling, and a lot of our guys bring that, you know, Soviet style, you know, wrestling and sambo. So it makes it fun to watch, you know.
Yeah, scary for the opponents too.
Apparently.
They keep dropping out.
How long have you been coaching your guys there? And what's your gym? Which one?
It's Highest on MMA. We have a location in North Hollywood and in
just
Northridge.
opened that one up, right? In Northridge?
Oh, yeah, the one in Northridge we just opened up,
opened it
man.
up.
It's a great spot. You know, we got a lot of good guys coming out of there. Gela, Hamlet, Arshag, Fedya. You know, yeah, it's awesome, man. We're getting these guys ready.
I was watching Gela and Hamlet both walk around here real relaxed. I was watching Gela around here just chilling, relaxing. How do you make these young men so relaxed in the day of fighting? Because this is quite different. Talk about this, right? How different is it for these young men to come in at weigh-ins, do media, do face-offs, go back home, 4 to 5 hours later, come back and fight? Talk about the process compared to the pros.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? So it's the team around them. Like all the guys that coach them at my school, you know, they're all pro fighters. You know, Daniel Serafian, Brian Rosario, myself. We all have experience. So you know, when they look up to their kind of older coaches, their older brothers, it becomes, you know, easier for them to come in here, feel relaxed, feel good. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, we bring that family element, and you know, we've all done the dance. So you know, especially guys like Daniel, you know, they have like so many fights in the UFC, and you know, he's coaching my guys with me, and you know, the guys are nice and loose. You know, they know that their coaches have done it, and they have the confidence that, you know, we're gonna guide them the right way.
You talk about the demeanors of each young man, right? Like Gela, he was a little bit more relaxed, more chill. But I'm looking at Hamlet. This man's walking around so intense, right? So how do you handle each demeanor, and how do you get him controlled and ready to go for the war tonight?
Yeah. So speaking of war, man, you know, Hamlet is a kid that's actually served in the military in Armenia, and that's a very hostile place.
Yeah.
You know, so the kid's actually seen real war. He is intense. He's an intense dude. You know, he's been through a lot. And you know, he brings it heavy, man. The kid is tough. You know, he doesn't back down. He's got a chin. He's aggressive, and he doesn't play games. You know, he's very straightforward. You know, you never catch him smiling. He has no sense of humor. This kid.
Look, I'm smiling at him. He is not smiling back at me.
Yeah,
and I'm like smiling.
all.
I'm like the friendliest guy here, and he's like trying to dog me out. Not dog me out, but he just looks at me
Yeah,
like.
you got to give him like a nipple twister to make him smile a little bit. It's like, dude, like, you know, crack a smile, kid.
I wouldn't dare to give this man a nipple twist. The way he's looking at me, I'm like.
He's got the Mirko Krokop vibes.
Dude,
that's what I'm picking up.
Mirko Krokop was a guy that's seen war. You know, Hamlet's a similar guy. You know, like I said, this kid served in the military in a very hostile place. You know?
One of the most hostile places right now in the world. Right?
Absolutely, man. It's unfortunate, but yeah.
Now, Gela, how do you expect this matchup to go? Where are your strengths against Darren King?
Gela's an animal, man. Again, he comes from that same part of the region. You know, he has a great sambo background. He currently has no fights in the United States, but you know, we're so confident in our guys' grappling ability that, you know, once a guy like Gela gets a hold of you, like, you're not getting up. So
what makes him so special when you talk about not being able to get up? Why?
He reminds me of like a young Hamzat Chimaev, man. I mean, the kid, he will come at you
Tenacious.
he will come at you crazy, and he will take you down. You know, he's on top of you. You're not getting up.
And what makes Hamlet so special against the matchup against Matthew?
Heart, man, heart. The kid just has too much heart.
So, Dave, are we going to see you back in the cage someday?
Man, hopefully really soon, man. We
right?
try to line up a few things, you know, but yeah, hopefully really soon. I got to do it, man. I got the gym going, you know. I got all these fighters, you know, they want to see me do the dance, and
brother. Well, I hope they're the commentary and say some good stuff about you and enjoy this good stuff. And you're racing cars. You're living a good life, brother.
I do, man.
When you talk about men, manly men, the way he looks, look at these fucking guns right here. Who the killers that he trains. These are all killers. And this guy's doing all the great things.
The Armenian Jesus.
I'm excited for everything that you're doing, brother. Hopefully you can invite us sometime to your new gym. Get us a little training going on. We love to grapple. So
thank you, brother.
Invite us sometime. We'd love to be out there with you, my man.
Thank you.
Great energy.
Cheers, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Good luck tonight.
And now we got Anthony this morning and Ikifi Obuki. Schmo. All the new money. Take it, Schmo.
Thank you, guys. Up next, we have our Rising Stars welterweight title on the line, being held by our own Ryan Buckner. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, Ifeanyi Ubuku.
Ifeanyi Ubuku coming. He's been here since the morning. We've been excited about
he
this
was
young
the
man.
first guy here, walking around, just stalking this place, looking at every corner. There was nobody in here when we showed up this morning except
175 pounds.
175 pounds.
This is for the title.
Yeah, the welterweight title is on the line.
And his opponent, weighing in out of the red corner, we have Anthony DeSimone.
Excellent. Anthony DeSimone. I think it was the second one.
Crawling his way to the scale.
I think it was the second fighter to be in here. Both these guys, I think, have been here in the gym since early morning.
174 pounds.
Looking strong. I call this guy Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, he's coming off a TKO win.
Here we go, the face-off. Let's check this out. We got Adam Halton coming on as our guest next. Here we go, look at this face-off. Adam, what do you think about this face-off?
He do look like Hollywood.
He do look like Hollywood, right?
All right, Ifeanyi, you were the first fighter right here inside the club. What's going through your mind? You just faced off with your opponent, getting ready for this Rising Stars belt.
Yeah, actually, first of all, I'm really, really excited to be here. Throughout this camp, I wanted to prove something to myself, that I can actually do things by myself and the way I want it. And everything has been going smoothly. So tonight, I'm going to try to wrap everything up. I don't really know what to expect yet. I don't know what he's bringing to the table, but I'm confident in my skills. A lot of people have always told me to believe in myself. And that's kind of been a little bit of a hard thing to do. But tonight, I'm going to step in there, and I'm going to believe in myself.
Yes.
I'm going to get it done in a very, very fantastic way, or I'm going to dominate this dude starting from the first to the finish.
Dominate.
Some bold statements right in there, man. You heard every word. What's going through your mind right now?
So, as a manager, I'm going to have to do a translation for him. So, he said that he's going to come out the gate, blitz him, and further bring the fire of 1,000 suns, proceeding with a knockout or a submission of his choosing. Through this camp, I see him through the shadows. He's ready, he's confident, and it's time.
One more question for you, since you're the manager. Why is he going to be worthy of a bonus tonight with his performance?
You guys will see things you have never seen, hear things you've never heard, and it's time.
The hype man.
Final thoughts before we let you get on your merry way.
Unfazed.
This guy's in the zone.
Unfazed. Can you speak English?
No.
No comment.
Anthony
Guys, title fight on the line.
Trolling.
Back to you.
Very nice. Schmo, thank you so much. Now, here with us we have Adam Halton. So earlier this week, was it last week? Last week we had a nice podcast with this young man. Go ahead and sit forward, man. Let me see that beautiful face. Hopefully that beautiful face does not get touched tonight. But I got to tell you, you are in a war. If there's any fight tonight that's going to be the fight of the night that should get a $50,000 bonus, we'll take a little something as a bonus. It'll be this fight tonight. Keep your eyes on Drake Flores and Adam Halton. What do you think your opponent when you were looking him face to face? None of you flinched. None of you were flinching. How does it feel to be in front of a monster like that? You are a monster also. Let me tell you, I've been watching a lot of your fights. Talk about your face-off today.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Like you said, he a monster. I'm a monster. So we just two monsters going at it, and you know I fought people that ain't blinked before. So and I did damage and I hurt them. I put them down. So you know I got a lot of confidence. So you.
Not like that. No, you can tell you come. Both of you were coming in with fire. I saw the fire in your eyes. The way we spoke last week, I was confident in you. And then watching Drake Flores, the way he fights, I was like, ooh, this is gonna set both of you. Win or lose, you guys are both going to level up in this fight because this is going to be a barn burner. You got a chin, he's got a chin. You guys are going to touch each other up. You scared at all?
No, I'm not scared. It's a challenge, and I'm down for the challenge because I'm trying to get to the next level. So, he's trying to get to the next level. So, shit, let us get it. So,
let me ask you something. We are in the month of September. Tell your fans what fight will this be this year?
This is gonna be my 7th fight.
7. Think about that, folks. Think about that. 7 fights in 9 months.
For all you rising stars, right? These amateurs, these guys fight once every 6 months. 7 fights already this year. And how do you feel? How do you feel about fighting for UNF compared to any of these other organizations you fought for?
Man, just like my opponent has said, if it's different, I feel like I hit the next level up.
Correct.
You know, in this fight game. So I'm excited to be here. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So I know I've been in the office with Ryan Buckner, right? And the way he talks to you fighters and takes care of you guys. How is the conversation when he's talking to Ryan on the phone? How does he talk to you? How does it make you feel? How does he train you? How does he coach you along with the whole process? Talk about that, because Ryan's a superstar.
Wait.
Well, you're Ryan, the promoter. Ryan Buckner. How does he talk to you? How does it make you feel on the phone when he's talking to you?
Oh man, he made me feel like I am a star. Like man, like he could have called a whole handful of people, but he hit me up. So I'm like, man, shit, yeah.
Well, that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're looking through that talent pool of rising stars, and they're finding the cream of the crop to bring them here. That's what this organization's about. And you can tell.
Yeah.
So when Ryan Buckner speaks to you, what do you think he sees in you as a fighter? What's so different about you?
Somebody that not gonna go down without a fight. You know, a showstopper. So
you got some hands, son. Talk about your hands, son.
Man, they're not pretty.
Is that how you see where it's going to go? You think it's going to be on the feet? Any predictions?
I'm ready for anything. But ultimately, on my feet, yeah, that's where I see myself doing my thing. I feel like I haven't got really let myself shine on the ground grappling, but I'm really a good, decent grappler, so, you know, I'm ready for that too tonight.
Awesome, man. We're excited to see you tonight. Thank you for joining us here at the table. Joe, the Schmo, back to you.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Gala Amarian. You weighed in at 169.8. Supposed to have a welterweight bout, but your opponent, he didn't make his flight this morning. We're standing by with your translator. Are you bummed at all? How are you feeling right now?
I'm telling you, my coach, and I'm telling you, everybody, doesn't matter who, if I'm ready. This guy, another guy, Superman, Hulk, doesn't matter. I can break everybody. Believe me.
Do you think you scared him from coming to the cage this evening? That's why he didn't make his flight?
Only God know. Only God know. I don't know. My job, I'm here. I'm here. I'm ready. If he won't fight with me, I'm ready. Doesn't matter who.
But they'll bring anybody for you, and you'll be ready to fight that person.
Он говорит, ты готов с любым, да? Когда они будут приносить anybody, ты готов with anybody.
Of course, sir.
And how would you describe your fighting style for anybody who's never seen you compete before?
Какой мой стиль? Combo sambo. It's a Russian wrestling.
That's right.
Wrestling, mix it, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, everything.
Some Fedor, some Khabib, some Islam Makhachev.
Like Islam Makhachev. Yes, of course. You're right, sir.
He's ready to go.
He's going to shock a lot of people. He's going to shock a lot of people, especially the people that haven't seen the style. I think they're going to be very, very impressed.
Well, he certainly shocked his opponent. He's not here right now, but hopefully we got someone coming for you rather soon.
To tell the truth, I don't know who is my opponent. I'm only waiting. When he's wait, I'm look this eyes, and I will see. When we will see what happened in 7 p.m.
I'd say send location, but we're right here, Academy LA, Hollywood, California. You know where he is. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Schmo. Great job right there. So we got Gayla, Maya. That was a fantastic interview right there. Now, Sitting at the table was Dave Halton's opponent. We just had Dave. Now we got Drake Flores. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for being with us. I've been watching your highlights.
Meet you, brother.
I met your coach. Everyone's so excited about you being here. Talk to me. How do you feel with that face-off right there? You got a great opponent.
Well,
your
first
face-off
of all,
done and you flinched.
Yeah, no, first of all, this is an awesome promotion. Everything's put together so well. Everyone's very professional, so it's been really cool. Getting all these professional pictures done, stuff like that.
Yep.
So feeling like the superstars that we are, So it was a good face-off. I have a great opponent. He looks like he's game, and that's my favorite thing. Someone who's down to dance, you know what I mean?
So
Someone who's not going to run from me.
Correct. That's what I was about to say. How does it feel to face a man and saying he's not going to run away? He's not going to get on this bike. He's not going to try to double leg you. He's going to come at you.
Oh,
Straight
yeah.
knuckles. Because
No.
this guy's a fighter.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
like you.
Yeah.
You got that Mexican spirit, so you guys are going to get down dirty.
100%. And like Scarface says, the eyes never lie, Chico, and that's the fact. So whenever I weigh in, I could see in their eyes if they're going to bring it or if they're not. And he definitely looks like he's game, and I'm excited. That's what gets me going, and that's the fights I want to fight in. So I'm ready to go.
Correct. And so when you're looking at him right there, you see no fear. You know you're in for a war, right? Like I've been calling it after I saw your highlights. This is going to be a fight of the night right here. When you're expecting it, both are going to get touched up. How does it make you feel like your heart? Your heart, how does it make you really feel?
Honestly, my heart feels no way. When I say that I know that they're down to dance, yeah, he might think we're getting into a war, and they may think, yeah, they're down to walk forward, but I'm a finesse fighter. I'm a boxer. I'm slick. I'm clean. So they may think they're bringing the fight to me, but I'll show you some finesse, and I'll show you skill when I get in there.
That fight IQ, you think, is really going to be the differentiator?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have that dog in me. I can lean on that dog, but trust me, it's not the most of my game. I'm very clean. I'm well-rounded. I'm technical. So I'm going in to show that.
And, you also have the second best mustache in the UNF, right?
Second best.
Well,
Who's the first best?
Javier Garcia, he's definitely got you beat.
Right?
Yeah,
he is one of my good friends. He trains at CMMA with me also, so I can't talk on that, and it is a little thicker. So
Javier Garcia, Javier Garcia.
Let
me tell you, Javier.
Is there going to be a mustache belt at some point? Yeah,
there should be. There should be.
The triple champ. When you talk about this. The triple champ does what the triple champ wants to do, correct?
Come on, Javi, you got to show.
Hey, either way, Death Grip got us both looking good. So shout out to Death Grip.
Shout out to Death Grip.
Mustache wax.
Yeah, exactly.
New sponsor.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited about your whole fight, brother. You're looking good, speaking fantastic on mic. I didn't know you had these mic skills, which are excited. Hopefully, we get you on the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
After this fight, when do you think you're going to be fighting for a belt?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not really looking for belts. I'm looking to get experience right now. I'm looking to just get fights under my belt and just keep climbing, wherever that takes me. Chad is a great head coach, and he's got great guidance. So I'm always just looking forward to that. And
Javier Garcia
here we
just
go.
handed him.
Sudden Death. This may be my new nickname.
There you go.
Death Grip will come with that mustache. Sudden Death.
That's a fantastic.
But you got great coach, great mentor, great team.
Great men around you.
We met a bunch of your teammates already, so you're a very fortunate young man. And we're really looking forward to this fight.
I appreciate it.
Awesome, brother. Well, thanks so much for being here. We're going to the main event. Old and New Money sends it off to the Schmo.
Thank you, guys. Weighing in next, we have our main event of the evening. On the line, we have our interim Rising Stars lightweight title on the line. Without further ado, out of the blue corner, we have weighing in first, Isaac Enriquez.
Isaac Enriquez, he took this fight on short notice. Edrin Ajamian had an opponent lined up, and his opponent dropped out, and so Isaac Enriquez is
155.8 pounds.
on short notice to fight for a title. I mean,
Isaac Enriquez coming in
and
from
his
Riverside.
opponent out of the red corner, we have Edrin Ajamian.
Here he is.
Here we go.
With a 3-3 record, Edrin Ajamian going to be fighting for the 155 interim title.
156.2.
And now to the stare down. 155 interim title on the line. Edrin Ajamian versus Isaac Enriquez.
Look at that beautiful stare down. Both men shredded, both men are ready to go. Locked and loaded.
And we got John King with us here, the color commentator.
All right, Isaac.
Back to Schmo.
Isaac, want to get a word with you, my man. Here we go. We have the interim title on the line. We got a short stare, and you guys faced off. What's going through your mind right now?
Nothing now. I'm prepared. Took this fight on a 2 days notice. Nice. But I'm not really stressing because I train every single day. So, I'm always prepared. I'm looking forward to this fight. So,
What were you doing when you got the call about 48 hours ago that you're doing this fight?
On my way to the gym. Called me, so told me do I want it. Asked me if I was able to make weight. I said, yeah, no problem. Yeah, got to training, and yeah, I'm here.
Saying yes before you even knew your opponent?
Yeah. Yeah, trusted my coach. He said, I saw your opponent. I think, you got what it takes, so trust him. I trust my training. I trust him, so I'm here.
Got a guy in short notice. Yes. What's going through your mind right now?
I'm just very thankful that he took the fight because I was about to not be here tonight, so thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And, yeah, he says he's in shape. I believe him. It's going to be a good night.
And what can we expect out of you this evening?
A show. As always, a show. We're here to put it on.
Final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's get it, I'm excited to be here. Thankful to the promotion for having me. I'm ready for tonight.
We are to UNF main event. Rising Stars. Guys, back to you.
The Schmo with us. We are so blessed here. Up next, fighting to have this wisdom, the knowledge, the experience of the Schmo. Thank you so much for being with the Schmo. And also, we have Jonathan King, the commentary, the man that knows so much about MMA fighting, knows about Southern California way of life with the MMA. Jonathan, we got so much to talk about here. We got so many great fights. I want to talk first this last fight. What do you think about a fighter like Isaac Enriquez that comes in last minute and takes this fight? A tough fight, too.
Well, you hear it all the time, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And this kid, like he said, he got the call when he was on his way to the gym. So he was ready to go, chomping at the bit. Title on the line, with 2 days' notice, and you get the opportunity to put a strap on. No brainer right there.
Fantastic. Yeah, no way you got to lose. Everything to win.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So how long have you been with Up Next Fighting? What do you think this promotion compared to other promotions you've been commentary for?
Well, I've been calling fights for 16 years now.
Wow. Beautiful.
And, yeah, it's been a blessing. I've been with George for most of that time.
Okay.
Whole bunch of different promotions. Too many to name.
Yeah, of course.
But Up Next, I've been here since the beginning, and it's definitely the best promotion that I've ever worked for.
Yeah.
I believe that the fighters should come first.
Correct.
Events shouldn't be a party. It should be about the fighters.
Correct.
It should be about showcasing their skill sets. And I think UNF does a great job of doing that, putting the fighters first in front of the brand, and the fighters carry the brand with them. So
yesterday we were with Chris and Ryan Buckner at their compound, at their home, at the office. And, one of the things we noticed is everyone feels like family. We come in, they treat us like family. Fighters come in, everyone's treated like family.
Yep.
What makes these two men, the father-son dynamic duo, what makes them so unique? You've been around for decades, fighting, training, commentary. What makes them so unique and such a blessing to Southern California?
Well, Chris talks about it all the time, AOG. It's the attitude of gratitude. And we're thankful that the fighters choose Up Next Fighting to come here to fight. I hear it all the time, when I interview fighters. I don't want to fight anywhere else. I only want to fight for you guys. Please keep me busy.
Talk more about that. Why is that? Because that's quite unique.
Because, like I said, I've worked for a lot of promotions that said they're a fighter first promotion, but they weren't. They were putting themselves, the brand first. And I think the Buckner family, along with Steve Bash and George Basmajian, they do a great job of creating matchups that are entertaining matchups that are opportunities for these young rising stars to lay it all on the line. In downtown Hollywood, the bright lights, big city, as Ric Flair would say. So the opportunity that they're giving these fighters is unique. And the fact that they're letting the fighters lead the way is what makes us unique.
Quick question. Do you have any predictions for what the fight of the night's going to be?
The co-main and the main are there for a reason.
Yeah.
I think the matchmakers do a great job of putting together the most exciting fights and putting them at the top of the card. I'm really looking forward to seeing Isaac Enriquez on 2 days' notice, taking on. Yeah. So that should be a hell of a Donnybrook. I'm looking forward to that.
Fantastic.
That's the battle.
All right. And speaking of busy, here comes a preview for October's show. UNF the 13th, October 21st at the Commerce Casino.
Looking forward to this one.
On Saturday, October 21st, some will be the hunters, Some will be the hunted. But when the cage closes, who will be up next?
UNF the 13th, October 21st. All right, John, what do you think? Any thoughts on this next upcoming big show?
Let me interrupt real quick, John. So last night we have a fantastic podcast, a nice face-off. We had David Rojas and Jesse Langarnica. Those two gentlemen, fire on the mics.
Yeah.
Both of these men. I don't know if you've seen it, but you're going to be entertained by both of these men. How do you think that fight's going to go down? Both these guys have just got fire in their hands.
Yeah, both of them are they're chomping at the bit like a couple racehorses in the paddock. They want to get at each other's throats. And David Rojas is always very entertaining on the microphone. So when they step inside the cage, though, it's all business. The microphones get turned off. So it's who can ply their craft inside the cage that matters, and that's going to be a hell of a fight.
That's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. Now, we got another fight that's going to be Jake Barbarian.
Jake Babian, the Barbabian.
The Barbabian, yeah. Jake is he's a dynamic
middleweight champ, right?
Dynamic fighter. This kid, he swims with tiger sharks, for God's sake. And spearfishing in Hawaii. The guy has no fear whatsoever, and he is an exciting incarnate, lightning in a bottle. Can't wait to see him.
Fantastic on the mic too.
Yeah.
His experience, his ups and downs of life, all the life experience, the way I saw him fight, he's quick, finishes these fights. He's not here to play. He's not here to play, on Nick D's, like say touch, but he's here to come in, finish the fight, end it quick, right? That's the type of fighter I like that, right? I like a long fight also, but with this man, he comes in to finish people.
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't get paid by the minute.
Correct.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and so we've got a little clip, I think, of the Babian video from last night. You want to roll it, guys?
Let's take a look.
Check it out, brother.
Yeah.
And nicely. And you're over here with Up Next Fighting, which is the premier fighting organization in Southern California, which I'm so excited for you that you're with them, right? Because they're taking care of you, right? You got Chris, you got Ryan Buckner's taking care of you.
The best.
What can you say about these guys?
Well, first of all, I'd love to talk about that.
Please.
When it came to my time to go pro, I had a lot of options on the table, and I wanted to take an option that made the most sense to me. And coming from a small local business, the family-owned business, meeting these guys, I felt
family-owned also.
Yeah, family-owned. I felt like it was only right for me to follow in that direction and keep it going.
Good.
Sounds like a perfect fit.
Yeah, same thing with my sponsors, man. I just support local, Long Beach community in Hawaii. And up next, they're doing some big things right now, but in the next couple of years, man, it's going to be a household name.
So for sure. That's what I see with them. That's why we get along so great, Family business, family people. They want, and they're really taking care of the fighters. Like, I don't know if you fought for any other organization, but when I see the way they take care of fighters, Chris and Ryan Buckner, they are really loving their fighters, their promotion, the organization, everyone. We met their staff. Man, everyone's spectacular. Yeah. Everyone's so polite. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has their orders.
It's about the fighters.
It just flows, and it just goes. We want the best for the fighters.
Oh, right. Yeah. All right, and we have Jake Babian clip there. I mean, I think we see a common theme here with these UNF fighters and all the trainers. It's like this organization is about the fighters. It's a family feel. We hear it over and over again. Tell me, John, on the next card, who are the other pro debuts, though, that you're really excited about?
The two that shine off the card like a diamond are Jonathan Powell, Shane Collins. Both these kids train out of CMMA. Like I said, I've been doing this for 16 years, and these are two of the another guy that's on that card is John Paul Labosnan. These two guys remind me of him in their amateur career. When you saw him as an amateur, he was something special. And these two guys, Powell and Collins, both have fought overseas, and a lot of experience. It's about time for these guys to go pro.
They were the top amateurs in the country,
Yeah.
and now they're making their pro debut here with Up Next Fighting.
And
Incredible.
they chose Up Next
Yeah.
Fighting for a reason.
Right.
Right? Because they understand in the MMA world, it's all about respect. We want to come up together as a group. Everyone here is working for a goal for these young men to help them, to make them make a fantastic future, fantastic living, give them all the shine that they need, because these are the type of men that they want examples for this younger generation, right?
Yeah.
So when we see this type of fight that's coming up, we all get excited. Now, we also have another young man that's going to be on the fight on October 21st, which he was on ESPN, the highlight. Kester Abad.
Head kick Kester.
The head kick.
Yeah.
10 seconds into
Heard
the
around
fight.
the world.
Yeah, I can remember that call.
Yeah, how was that? How was that when you're watching it from 5 feet away? How was that for you?
I mean, I think what I said was, "Oh my God, I'm lightheaded," because I was shouting so loud. It was such an electric moment that I was literally lightheaded from it. So amazing fighter. Can't wait to see him step back inside
great
the
kid.
next
Great
cage.
I'm excited for him. Now, coming up, we're going to send it back to the Schmo. We're going to have the grappling match. Fantastic match. Here we go. Javier Garcia versus Jeff Martin. We're going to send it to the Schmo. Schmo, you ready? Coming back to you, Schmo.
Thanks, guys. Last but not least, we have a special grappling match this evening for Club UNF. We have out of the blue corner, we got Jeffrey Martin. Jeffrey, how excited are you to be competing this evening inside Club UNF against the featherweight champion for Up Next Fighting in Javier Garcia?
The biggest show, the biggest fighter, the biggest event. I'm so excited.
How do you predict yourself getting your hand raised inside the cage this evening?
Whew. I have no idea yet, but we're going to figure out the puzzle. We're going to play the game of jiu-jitsu, and anything can happen in there.
Well, let's bring in your opponent fighting out of the red corner. The Schmo already said it. He's our Up Next Fighting featherweight champion, Javi Garcia. Look at this guy. He's got a gold wrapped all around him. Mr. Mariachi, he's got the stash. He's got the hat. He's ready to go. How's it feel to be competing inside grappling this evening in Club UNF?
I'm excited to make my combat grappling debut. I'm going to try to keep it as realistic to fighting as possible, and I'm excited to put on a show for UNF.
Do you keep the same championship mentality inside the cage with a grappling match, grappling debut as you would inside, the regular combat, the mixed martial arts?
Inside the grappling, when I go home, at night, when I wake up, all the time. I never turns off. It's the first thing I think about.
Never stops.
Yep, that's right. That's what we're here. We're here to promote.
Can we get your final last words? You got your opponent right here before I get you guys to face off.
Feels good to go against the double champ.
Gentlemen, let's have you face off.
Here we go.
Javier Garcia. Javier Garcia versus Jeff Martin in a combat grappling match.
Both. Brian, what do you think about this face-off right now?
Oh, I love it. I love that we're doing a combat grappling match, and I always love seeing Javier Garcia in the cage or in the ring or grappling or doing any type of combat sport. So.
And Jeff Martin's a phenomenal grappler also.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're giving all the shine to Javier Garcia, obviously.
All right, guys, back to you.
Schmo, thank you so much. Phenomenal job from the Schmo. We're so blessed to have the Schmo around us here, Up Next Fighting. And right now, we have Ryan Buckner, one of the men that's making all this happen.
Rising Stars matchmaker of the UNF.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here.
Appreciate you, all these young fighters. We are so blessed to have you in Southern California. You are a gift from the gods to us, my man. Thank you so much for being with us.
I don't know about that one, but thank you. I appreciate it.
You surely are, my man. Well, how's the weigh-ins? How was it for you so far? What's your feeling about this?
Good. Weigh-ins were smooth. I feel like all the fighters are ready and locked in. All the fighters made weight, so everything's ready to go. I'm just excited for tonight.
Exactly. We're all excited. You're running around, coordinating everything. Everyone's respectful to you. Everyone understands the game plan, what they're trying to do. How are you able to nourish such a quality team around here? All the fighters respecting everyone. There's no problems. In other events, in other promotions, sometimes there's fights in the background. None of that happened here. Why?
Yeah, I think it's just the UNF team themselves and kind of how we project ourselves on the fighters. We treat them with dignity, respect, compassion. I think that kind of goes off on them, and they kind of, take that in and kind of put that out themselves. So I think it's just the whole UNF team. It's credit to our fucking great, amazing team that we have.
It shows. It comes down from the top. That whole culture you guys are creating here. Yep. Every one of these guys, you're not going to hear from them, oh, this organization screwed me over, something like, everybody respects it. And not to mention, you're putting on a top-notch show, right?
Yep.
We're in about, it's a 500-600 person capacity here tonight, something like that? Yeah.
600 capacity. I think we're pretty much sold out. Our definitely on pace to sell out. So it's gonna be a packed house.
Oh, it's gonna be on fire.
You're gonna have fights. You're gonna have bottle girls, bottles, and people just enjoying the club atmosphere.
Great
so.
media all over the place, great interviews. Everyone's going to be happy, having a good time. Now, let's talk about how do people order this pay-per-view online?
Yeah,
How
the
do they
pay-per-views
make
could be streamed on starfund.stream. You know, you go to our Instagram, go to our website, go to Starfund's website, but the link will be there. You know, and buy the pay-per-view if you haven't bought it yet, because what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. What are
You're
you
not
doing
gonna wanna miss
Thursday
this one.
night. You don't
Right?
want. What are you doing Thursday night other than this? If you weren't able to get into this event live, you need to watch it live online pay-per-view. This is about to be a app, but if you're not here, be online watching this. Support your local MMA promotions. Up Next Fighting is about to control all of the West Coast. So what are you doing after tonight? What's the next event for you?
Oh, next event is October 21st. It'll be at Commerce Casino. You know, and we got some crazy fights lined up for that one. I'll just get into it. We got 2 state title fights for our Rising Stars. One's gonna be the 85 state title, Stone Lavelle versus Sean Crenshaw, and then we got a 125 state title with Des Alvarado, who's undefeated. All his fights have been under the UNF banner, and he seems like he can't be stopped. But he's fighting Danny Labastida, who fought here at our last event and had fight of the night, and it's just exciting and electric. So, I mean, we got those 2 fights, and the card top to bottom is insane. I could definitely say I believe that's probably our best card yet. And the UNF team's going to keep improving and keep giving better and better cards. So, sorry, guys. I forgot one fight. Jesse Langrica versus David Rojas.
Yeah.
There is a grudge match. You guys got to talk to them, so you kind of know how it's going. But they do not like each other. They are
That's
getting a
an
little
understatement.
personal. They are just going back and forth. And, you know, we're giving them the platform to, you know, showcase how much they do not like each other. And they need to get in the cage and fight. So, in 3 weeks from now, they will.
I think we have a clip of last night's.
If you
We had
want-
a little bit of bad blood.
If you want to watch a rivalry, a nasty, nasty rivalry, pay attention to this. Play the clip.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
How's it going,
Aw.
Hey, Jesse, thank you so much
Maybe
for coming
you're the
on.
shortest
one there.
Jesse, I'm gonna kill you, bro. I
Jesse,
swear to God.
that's why you're a feeder. You're to tune me up for my championship run. So you got to know your role.
Baby. You're the one posting me every other day, baby. What? I'm in your head rent free.
Yeah.
He's counting his kickboxing fights, his smoker fights. He want to go do some smoker fights with headgear and all that bullshit, and he's counting that as his kickboxing fights.
He looks like the damn character from Star Wars, Jar Jar.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're just a fucking clown. You're just playing a persona, a facade, all this bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck what you do, bro. I can't wait to knock you the fuck out and shut you the fuck up, bro.
Gloves. Are you gonna touch his gloves? Are you gonna shake his hand? No, don't touch my gloves.
I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Damn.
David, how do you predict this fight finish?
He's leaving on a stretcher.
I'll get him out of there in one round, either sub or TKO. But
okay.
Then I'll take his blue belt.
Once I knock you the fuck out, I'm gonna visit you at hospital with nice flowers. Then I'm gonna take your girl out, and then I'll take you out. You have
Jesse,
no
he
idea
just said
what's
it
coming.
ain't no fun if the homie can't get none. This is an LA thing or what? He's gonna take you and your girlfriend out. What are you gonna say about that? He's already coming at your girlfriend. Better watch his mouth.
Talking about a rivalry. Talk about some hatred. Talk about I'm gonna kill you is what he said.
And
Talk
take
about,
you on a date afterwards.
He said
And
I'm
his
gonna.
girl.
He said I'm
That's
gonna take
crazy.
you and your girl on a date.
Yeah, as you can see, they got bad blood, and they're going to settle it October 21st. And if that clip doesn't get you fired up or excited to watch it, I don't know what will.
This is exactly what we were looking for. We're enjoying good fights. At the same time, we do enjoy a great rivalry, and these guys have history. Watch the whole podcast, an old and new money podcast. You can enjoy the whole time. They were going at it back and forth. Phenomenal lines. We were laughing our butts off. Everyone that was watching in the background was laughing their butts off. This is a fight. Not only you got to watch the podcast, but you got to watch the whole fights. October 21st, bunch of fights. They're going to be fire. Everything, top to bottom. Every single fight. Do you have a dull fight in the card?
Oh, no. UNF doesn't put out dull fights. Come on, man.
No dull fights here at Up Next Fighting. No dull fights. And we got the Schmo standing by. Take it away, Joe.
Thanks, guys. This is a Schmo. We got the pro matchmaker, George Bustamante, right here. How we doing, man? Club UNF, there's a lot of great things on the horizon. The boys are already talking about it.
Yeah, we're very excited. Club UNF is going to be amazing tonight. You know, I would tune in if you don't have your tickets. Tune in, get your pay-per-view going, and you know, we're anticipating a lot of great fights.
We certainly are. There's going to be a lot of great bouts tonight. We got title fights. We got a grappling match. But what about the October 21st card? The schmoes out there all want to know about that.
The October card is shaping up to be an amazing card right now. We're done matchmaking. We have 9 professional fights, 2 title fights. We have Taco Padilla coming off of a great win over Gulo Manasian. He's ready to make his first defense of his title versus Justin James, a former UFC guy. It's going to be a very tough fight for him, but we're confident that it's going to be one to remember. And then we have our first ever 170-pound title is going to be defended, contested for between Jean-Paul Baznoyan, who's stepping in for an injured Dion Young, versus Jose Suavecito Diaz. I think that's going to be the fight of the night, in my opinion. And not to mention the great cards, all the fights on the undercard. We're bringing back the very exciting Jack Bobbian. We have Zach Kershinsky and many more.
Shane Collins, Jonathan Powell making their debut. Talk to us about that.
That's something that we've been trying to do for a while now. We signed them to multi-fight contracts. 2 of the best amateurs in California, maybe in the world. They're now they found a home with UNF, and they're going to be making their debuts on the same night. We're very excited.
Can't wait to see Justin James. He trains out of the Extreme Couture. UFC veteran. Will be a great task for Taco Padilla. The champion's going to really be tested right there.
Yeah, it's again, like if you thought Gulo was a test, you're going up against a guy, seasoned veteran of the UFC, and Justin James is coming off of he's training by far with one of the best camps in the world at Extreme Couture. So, Taco better be on his A game.
What's the science behind the matchmaking? Do you sit there at home? Do you got a dartboard, big board? What are you looking at when you're squaring 2 guys up?
Stylistically, just we got to make sure that it's not about putting 2 guys just to fight. We got to make sure that every single fan that comes in there leave satisfied, because the styles make fights, and we make sure that everybody that comes to a UNF show is very satisfied.
You're keeping the secrets close to the vest. You don't want to tell everybody out there, because that's what makes you a special matchmaker.
Yeah, we got to keep it all at home.
That's why you're the pro. I'm the schmo. Guys, back to you.
All right, Old and New Money Podcast. We are back. Thank you, Schmo. Appreciate that interview with George Bastamagian, the pro matchmaker for UFN. And as you can see now, we've got Javier Garcia.
We have the most famous mariachi man in all of California right now. I am a true fan of you, brother. Thank you so much for yesterday. We had a great time with you on the podcast. I'm so excited to meet you here in person. And we're so excited to have you here on our podcast here. Once again, meet you face to face. Man, everything about you, like I said, I'm a true fan about you. I know all of Mexico's a fan about you. Whoever doesn't know you is going to get to know more about you. That Zapata mustache, bro, bring it back, brother. I know a lot of fighters are bringing it back because of you. They think that if they wear this Zapata, they can also become a champ like you. Let me tell you, I just gave you another title today. I know you're the champ LFA, champ of Up Next Fighting, but we had a little competition today who had the best mustache. And there's another young man here that was fighting.
Drake.
And you guys had a little face-off.
Yeah, Javi's
and I'm going to give you a new
though.
title.
Yeah.
Right.
You're the champ of the mustache. The triple champ does what the triple champ wants to do.
That's right. And we're coming for that UFC title next, too.
Coming for that UFC title next,
All
man.
the belts.
I'm a
Also,
fan.
shout out to Drake. He's my boy. He's fighting tonight. I mentor him a little bit, and I teach him, and he kind of takes after me with the mustache.
Bro.
He's starting to grow the powers.
Dude, you're a mentor for a lot of people in this state, especially Southern California. Your name, your reputation is about to grow. Hopefully your spirit catches on, because the way you live, how happy you are, the fighting spirit, the diligence, the discipline, everything about you. You're so kind and so nice to everyone. That's contagious, bro.
Yeah.
And that smile, bro, is going to be $1 million smile right there, baby boy.
I'm just paying it back, honestly, because I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for the community and all the people that have helped me out along the way. So I'm just very grateful to be a part of this community and to represent and to get this opportunity to be this guy,
Well, everyone appreciates you and loves you right back, brother.
Yeah, yesterday we were on the podcast. This guy was saying that he likes to sing. He even started singing right there. And I was like, I'm going to bring the guitar tomorrow.
I came out. As soon as they turned on the mic, as soon as they put us on camera, I came out guns blazing. I saw this man.
Let's see that video first.
Let's see what's up.
I think we got a clip. These guys, you got to start a mariachi.
How good does it feel to be right now one of the men that represents Mexico in the world as far as a fighter. One of the premier men that represents Mexico.
It feels great. It's like a life. It still is one of my lifelong dreams. I don't think I've achieved it yet. I don't think I'm one of the most popular Mexican fighters yet, but I think a lot of people haven't heard about me. Yeah, and when I used to watch a lot of the videos of the last Mexican fighter to ever conquer, I think was Julio Cesar Chavez maybe, or Oscar de la Hoya. Like those guys, they were like Mexican superstars for fighters, and I want to be that next one. You know, I don't think any of these guys in the UFC have broke into that. I don't think Jair's done it. I don't think Brandon Moreno's done it.
Nope.
I want to be that guy, the face of Mexico. And
I think
want there to be the flags in the background and people flying in.
You understand
all that
the showmanship on a different level too. I mean, you bring in it in the cage. You obviously have the skills to fight, but you definitely understand how to put butts in seats too. I mean, it's very entertaining. The El Mariachi vibe, you know, it's you know.
I love it.
And on top of that, you're nailing it, right? You said Brandon Moreno got it. They're cool. Or Brandon Moreno and that other kid, the guy who just got
Yair.
Yair.
See, you don't even know his name.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I enjoy watching them, right? Yair and Brandon. I enjoy watching them, right? But they're not like you. Like I open up your Instagram, I'm like, oh, this is my dog right here. Any Mexican that sees your Instagram is gonna be the same thing.
He's got to show it to more of them.
Test it. Test it with any Mexican. Just open it. What do you think of them? Bro, carnal, órale.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go drink some shots of tequila.
Tight. So we're back.
Por presumir a mis amigos les conté que en el amor ninguna pena me aniquila, que pa' probarles de tus besos me olvidé y me bastaron unos tragos de tequila. Les platiqué que me encontré con otro amor y que en sus brazos fui dejando de quererte, que te aborrezco desde el día de tu traición y que hay momentos que he deseado hasta tu muerte. Come on, Javi. Acá entre nos, quiero que sepas la verdad. No te he dejado de adorar, allá en mi triste soledad. Me han dado ganas de gritar, salir corriendo y preguntar qué es lo que ha sido de tu vida. Acá entre nos, siempre te voy a recordar. Y hoy que a mi lado ya no estás, no queda más que confesar que ya no puedo soportar, que estoy odiando sin odiar, porque respiro por la herida.
Put
me on the
Hey,
spot.
we actually never practiced before. That was like just right off the top. So we could do it a lot better if we ran through it for a couple times.
could.
So catch us at the after party. And
Catch at the after party. We're going to be there singing too.
Singing right here. We're going to play some stuff.
You're going to take us out one more? Here we go.
Canelo all the way.
Yeah, Canelo this weekend, Javi, you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
The champ does what the champ wants to do.
Triple champ. LFA champ Javier Garcia. UNF champ Javier Garcia. Mustache champ Javier Garcia. Club UNF.
Shout out Mariachi Connection for this fresh suit.
Shout out Mariachi Connection for this fresh suit. He's going to hook me up too.
We're going to get him a suit. Yep, they're
Bro,
in Texas.
my man.
They got everything.
Everyone, log in, sign up, buy the pay-per-view fight. Up next, fighting. This is Old and New Money Podcast. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again.
Let's go. That was good, huh?
Brother. Well
yeah,
done.
that came out good.